Hello, everybody, and welcome to Chuckadelphia. I'm here again with another edition of Phrasal Friday. I hope that you and your family are safe and healthy, and that you can find some happiness in an otherwise depressing world. Well, as always, I invite you to sit back, relax, and take away your worries of the world, and join me in Chuckadelphia for Phrasal Friday. Oh no, not again! So come on in and join me in the command center of Chuckadelphia. Welcome once again. Today I'm going to be talking about various ways of using the phrasal verb to get off. And if any of my fellow gringos are tuning in, I'm not talking about the bad way of using that phrasal verb. After all, this is a family show. So come along with me and let's check out some phrasal verbs right now. So let me start with the two ways we can use get something off. The first way to use this phrasal verb is when we mean we are sending a package to someone, most likely through a mail service or courier system. For example, last week, I finally got the gifts for Jen's baby off in the mail. She got them just a couple days later. Okay, so again, first way of using to get something off is to send a package through a mail service or a courier system. But it could also be like FedEx or UPS or DHL or something like that. Another way to use get something off is when we want someone to remove something, most commonly from a piece of clothing. Okay? For example, no matter how hard I try, I can't get this coffee stain off my shirt. Or sometimes there's like something on you that you can't reach or you're worried about reaching and you ask for someone's help. Like, oh man, there's a spider on my face. Can you get it off me? You understand? So those are the two ways to say get something off. Now, let's move on to another way of using get off. Get off by itself without separating it and putting something or someone in between. Now, for many forms of public transportation, we would use get with on to place ourselves on those forms of transportation. We also use this for forms of transportation that we have to climb to ride. For example, you get on a bus, plane, train, or boat. We would not say get in a bus, get in a plane. We would say get on a bus, get on a plane, okay? And for other forms of transportation, you get on a horse, on a motorcycle, get on a moped, get on a scooter, get on a camel, get on a bike, or maybe even an elephant. To get on one of those things is almost like saying climb on, because you have to move upwards to position yourself on them. Therefore, we use get off when we want to leave or descend from those things. So again, we say, I need to get off a bus, get off a plane, get off a camel, get off this camel, get off my bike, etc. Here are a couple of examples for you. I have been flying for 4 hours nonstop. I can't wait to get off this plane. I'm on the 408 bus. If I get off at the next stop, I will be right in front of the Earwax Museum. You know, an interesting thing is get off can also mean that you leave or descend from an elevated surface. Take our cats, for instance. They always like to climb up onto the kitchen counters or tables. They are elevated surfaces. We always have to say, get off of there, get off of there. In a way, it's almost like saying, get down from there, okay? So if we say, get off of there, it means climb down from the table, which again is an elevated surface. You understand? Another way that we like to use get off as a phrasal verb is when we say that we are ready to leave work. All right. For example, I might say a conversation like this. I might have a conversation like this. Why are you working today? It's a holiday. Well, what time do you get off? In other words, get off means get off of work or leave work. You understand? Or I can't wait to get off of work and hit up a happy hour somewhere near here. So sometimes you might say get off work or get off of work. They're both okay. But I suppose if you can eliminate your prepositions and just use the one, get off work, that would be ideal. You understand? So that is another way of using get off. Finally, we use get off as an idiomatic expression sometimes, okay? And this, in this structure, means how do you justify doing something or saying that or saying something? Like when something is wrong, okay? And it's like, I can't believe you did that. Why would you do that? Who do you think you are? Okay? For example, I waited for you at the restaurant and you never showed up. Where do you get off doing that? Who do you think you are? I waited 2 hours for you and you never even had the decency to tell me you weren't coming. The waiter must have thought I was desperate, or at least very thirsty, because I drank 12 glasses of water while I was waiting for you. How dare you? Where do you get off doing that? You understand? That's like saying, how do you justify doing that? Why would you even do that to another person? Okay? And that's how we use get off as an idiomatic expression. So everybody, that concludes another beautiful Phrasal Friday. And now I'm coming to you from the moon. You know, sometimes you just gotta get away and just leave the world for a little bit. Sit back and relax. And for me, nothing's better than coming up here with my buddies in the satellite and looking for extraterrestrials out here on the moon. Well, I hope you learned a few things from this lesson, and I hope you've had a great week. And at the very least, you are also able to get away from the problems of the world and enjoy these Chuckadelphia lessons. Don't forget to share my videos and subscribe to my Chuckadelphia channel on YouTube, where you can watch many old videos on many different topics relating to English. And finally, as always, remember that you do not need a classroom to learn. The world is your classroom, and I appreciate your taking the time off from your busy day to come and hang out in Chuckadelphia. So that's all for now, everybody. Carpe diem, and ciao ciao.